I don't want to talk about it, guys. Let's not talk about it. Dad suck you down. That's a speculative way, but helping me was the first thing from my only attitude to show your Majesty's private affairs entirely invaluable. Yet you owe your very existence to him, Safar, but as he alone deserves the title of your father. That is indeed true, your Majesty. It was he who created me, gave me this deficient mind and tongue with which to speak. Yet that has not stopped him from looking upon me as a flawed creation that should have been destroyed from the very beginning, your Majesty. Was a creation forever bend the knee to its creator? Surely even an imperfect being like myself cannot be expected to endure the neglect, the contempt, and the unending wrath of the one who fashioned me. As the thing created, always walked the path his makers laid out and bowed to his every caprice. And I wasn't speaking of none of that bears weight here, Sophia, none of it. There are times when the sole matter of consequences the path one resolves to take. And once that path is taken, no one never looks back, for that alone is the matter of consequence. Your Majesty, I fear I have misspoken. For that I extend my deepest apologies. Take no more of it. I too have now bound myself to a chosen path, so I know the touch of doubt no longer. Oh, Zephyr, my forgiveness is yours. Though you may hold no need for such grace to begin with, I forgive you for not following the orders of your Creator. Your Majesty, I accept your forgiveness, but solely for the sake of the one who offers it. I accept your forgiveness solely because I have chosen to shoulder the burden of your expectations, because I am fully aware that my life belongs to you, and that I shall one day surrender it to you. Though no one exacted this deed from me, I hope when the moment comes you will remember that this choice, too, was entirely my own. Indeed, Zephyr, my adorable friend, I shall never forget what you have told me today. It is of the same kind as before. Are you seeing strange things again? The closer we get to the upper levels of Paleocon Palace, the greater the effects this place has on Traveler. Traveler's perception and capabilities are clearly keener than most, but thankfully it does not look like this will have any ill effects on her. Oh yeah? Traveler, did you see? You recount what you saw. Someone's talking to that Zephyr. What is it, Goggles? Did you just remember something? I suspect it was a belly saw who spoke with Zephyr. Although it's been 500 years, he might have left something behind her. However, his motives in doing so remain entirely unclear to me. I fear the only way I can remember is to recover all my powers. Still Goggles, Eye of Graeae, isn't your name then? Perhaps it's just the name of this device, and I simply assumed. Never mind about that. That Zephyr freak was probably just spouting total nonsense anyway. Maybe you'll actually know your real name once you get all your powers back. May that be the case. But what shall we call you in the meantime then? Since my consciousness is not housed inside this mechanism, either the Eye of Graeae or Goggles will do fine. Alright then, Goggles, let's start looking for your missing parts right now. They must be somewhere around here, right? Interesting. I don't settle well. The pseudo-wave structure cannot be. I recommend to enter pseudo-wave looking to a new settle training program. I'm sorry, what? Pseudo-wave? So you mean the thing on train? Well, I guess we can head back and check it out. No, we're not doing that.
Should be worth holding on to.
I can activate the left. Oh wait, I was here already. Oh, I'm an idiot. Hey, why did I go back to the place I originally was?
Back in business.
Oh, where are we? You're actually right, Miss Spiderman. This place used to be Helvelga, man. And one part of my body is now inside that shattered egg. already know about this. Ooh, wait. Wait, this isn't. Let's go to that. I already know about that. Let's go up because there was some shit that was upstairs. Yeah. I didn't get a chance to do it because it didn't let me. Just put me into a cutscene. All for a world free of sorrow. Yeah.
Should be worth holding on to.
This is 6. Why? Okay, I'm doing them in order. The passage stands open anew. Time grows brief. By the swiftness in which the abyss seizes the world, it appears that all contained within celestial shells shall draw to a close within a few centuries. Wrong has arrived at a similar conclusion after undertaking his own calculations. I fear I must set forth before long, yet the plan I have set in motion shall not cease nonetheless. I'm willing to give up all I possess to further advance this world, and for the sake of all who have sacrificed for future, I am willing to yield my blood, my flesh, and even. What wrong? I feel like I've heard that name before. Oh, that's a part of the gun. That's a gun part. Also, automatically switches them. Wait, what?
Switch mode. Change of tactics. Should be worth holding on to.
This is what enters the Court of Blissers, so I tried to return my powers to this place and open the gate. Yeah, so maybe you better come back to this when you're more prepared. I have no idea what that muzzle did. I've read that and it's like confusing. Also, we have to get your powers first. You know, we can't really, you know, pitch your powers there if you don't have all your powers. Oh, this is a piece of goggles, so someone else left a note next to it. Alvis has paid the price for his crime of defiling the sacred form, and the flesh and blood taken by the covetous domovoy being recovered from Novikitisgrad. Hold on. So does that mean that this piece of goggles body wasn't here all this time? Analysis of this handwriting indicates that the author is Exinia. Novikitisgrad is, of course, a rather long way away from here. That might explain why I've never been able to sense or detect this piece of my body. Huh, so she was the one who brought this piece back from Novikitisgrad. That's a city southeast of Snesnograd, Paimon thinks. Oh, that's right. Didn't Natochka say that she used to live in Novikitisgrad? Natochka? She's from Nagai. She was looking for part of Miller's treasure. Paimon wonders who this Elvis is. I definitely heard that name somewhere. At Helvelgame in the past. Oh, so you mean Helvelgame you saw before entering the Pale Crown Palace, the one in the past. Was Elvis one of those people you saw? No, I don't think I actually saw him. Elvis was the Grand Duke of the Domovoy. Though he was indeed a member of Helvelgame, there's not much I can recall at the moment, unfortunately. Well, no matter who he was, judging from that note, things probably didn't end well for him. Oh, look, there's an end line later here in the back. It says, the final mission is thus. Return the flesh and blood of the king and begin a new era with the key. What does that even mean? Given that my body's already shattered, I will not be able to reconstruct it even if I have all my powers back. I'll have to place it somewhere. Oh, you mean collecting the pieces, putting them in the same room alone won't do it. We have to bring them someplace. I thought they just magically come together. I thought we had to put the pieces together ourselves. Oh, come on now. How are we supposed to put these round things together? Wait, let's rewind a second. So if we want to fix goggles, where are we even supposed to take the pieces to? Set the flesh and blood off. We build the sacred form. We force the key and knock on the door on the other side. Return the flesh and blood of the king. Return it. Return them to the court of bliss. The court of bliss. And where's that? It's right there. An egg-shaped stone infused with the power required for the Eye of Graeae to claim its physical form was divided seized by Domovoy Grand Duke Alvarez's power was acquired by Xenia through unknown means and placed within the hollow remains of Helvergame. Hidden within it may lie the secret of how true rebirth and mere mortal might transcend to a more perfect being. It changed the look of the cape? Okay. Ooh, an avatar frame. Now, I did hear that it is possible to get this outfit as like a regular outfit that you could wear. And I think you have to do those shadow realm things. Not what I wanted. Wrong thing. Oh, I get it now. So when aiming, I could tap the skill and it's cycle. Instead of just shooting one, I could tap the elemental skill to switch between them in the cycle. Not sure how useful that would be, but this is where the entrance. Yes, it's time to return. Let's perform the return ceremony then. Open the gate to the courtyard. Hold to consume cosmic energy and open the door to Court of Bliss. We're finally in. That felt really cold just now. It's a able to reconstruct those bodies. Like, hold on, where's Goggles? Goggles? Eye of Graeae? What's going on? Even those blue lenses have disappeared. There's no cause for concern. The once fragmented body, along with the consciousness bound to inanimate magic, have all returned to where they rightfully belong. You may leave the Eye of Graeae and might keep it for a time. In my estimation, it is a form of homecoming for it anyhow. Xenia, it's you. Yes, I'm glad to see that you remember my name, Paimon. Goggles? Don't worry, he will come too, just maybe not so soon, that's all. Oh, so he's getting his body back, right? Good as new, he'll be back to his original human form. No, he will not. He will inhabit a nanoform and metamorphose into the true proto-man. I suppose this might be slightly different from what you had imagined. Hold on, this is all a little confusing. Didn't he want his old body back? Not really. He knows nothing because he has completely forgotten the past. To think that reclaiming his old body is the only thing taught driving him, perhaps that in itself is a cruelty. But reclaiming his old body was never his true purpose from the beginning. That was all merely preparation for assimilating it into and reforging a form of an even higher order. This is something he should come to comprehend once his memory is made whole. Assimilating and being changed into a form of an even higher order. Are you saying that his body and powers will all go into someone else's body? Yes, that would be right. How's that gonna happen when his body's already gone? I see now. You're thinking of using Paimon's body. You're not looking at me, are you? What? No way. But if it's for Goggles, Paimon's supposed to make a little room for him. I fear that assimilating him into Pyre's body will only bring about other complications. It isn't hard to piece together, traveler. There is indeed a vessel left here at the Pale Crown Palace where the old king of the Northern Realm has been interred. Are you talking about the Belisar's body? The Belisar? But he's been dead for so many years. It can't be anything more than a pile of bones by now. His Majesty is different. His body has remained alive even after the passing of his consciousness. Think of him as the Tsar's white spurge. In truth, we're speaking of the ever-growing nerves of his husk, a shell that never truly passed, forever extended outward and elongated. The white birch, it scarcely resembles a tree, does it? And 5 centuries on, His Majesty's body have yet to cease its longing. What? So the Belisar's body is still alive after all this time? But how can it be? You must admit, his sixth sense is truly unique. Although he was not a descender, he was of noble birth nonetheless. He was the culmination of Hyperborea's most advanced technologies, a being with a soul bestowed through nothing less than light itself. So the Belisar was created by the Hyperboreans, and they used light realm. I mean, the Hyperboreans were the ones that created the Fae, right? The Fae were created by the Hyperboreans. So. The Hyperboreans even attempted to forge his body from the flesh and blood of the primordial cryo dragon, just to give him authority equal to the One. Oh, I mean, the Fae are created from the bodies of dragons, so it makes sense. So they used the cryo dragon. The One? Who? A will born alongside Tevet, the master of the Light One's power at the very beginning, and the king of all dragon lords, Nibelung. Ever since his destruction, the place of primordial human, or Narayana, has sat vacant. But in the heavens above, the cold blades of the ruler who must not be named, or should I say the long nails of theirs, continue to hang high and pitiless over the world itself. They sought to create their own gods. So that's why they created the Belisar, but they couldn't possibly have called him that at the time. Did they call him the primordial human or something then? Though they attempted to create the primordial human, the experiment went out of control. Otherwise, the Golden City would still be standing tall upon this land today, and we would not be standing atop this frozen expanse instead. According to the record fragments we found inside the Shadow Realm, the course of the Cryo Dragon Sovereign and their unchecked authority turned the whole of Snezhnaya into the holy soul of primordial eyes. So when the Cryo Dragon died, that's how Snezhnaya became, frozen. Because it does say that Snezhnaya wasn't always frozen, and Hyperborea used to be where Snezhnaya is now. So, even the ley lines in the area were affected to the point that became veins of pure crystal. That is, until that being witnessed this and sent the heavenly nail crashing down. But since the experiment was a failure, how did the Belisar come about? It spun out of control, but it was not a failure. 1,000 years after that experiment and its cataclysmic impact finally cleared, His Majesty awoke from the remains of the cryo dragon. However, his power was not fully complete, as the experiment was never brought to its conclusion, and by that time, Hyperborea had already sunk into the Shadow Realm, and the only ones seen in the land of ice and snow were the Fae. While most people believe the Belisar to be some kind of extraordinarily powerful Fae, his true identity is far more noble. Hyperborea, which had created him, had already passed. He could have left it behind with ease, but he chose to accept it. He accepted that he was the failed product of the primordial human project, and that included accepting all the responsibilities and consequences that came with it. He was even willing to embrace humankind in this frozen land that swarmed with monsters, and he remained willing to become the true primordial human. This was a love, a grand and all-encompassing benevolence that we must never betray. And Gargos was the proto-man that was created after countless experiments and a key that would allow His Majesty to become the primordial human. This is something that should have been started a long time ago, and now it has become His Majesty's final wish. But thanks to two of you, Traveler Paramount, we can now complete his grand design. Make no mistake, this is no light undertaking. It's an endeavor I had originally planned to spend 20 years completing. Hey, Paramount doesn't really get what you're talking about, but mine will happily accept your thanks anyway. So what happens after? Once the primordial human is complete. Oh, that's right, you keep talking about that court of bliss. What even is that place supposed to be? Thus is the world of tomorrow, a realm that had cast aside envy, hatred, and selfish desires. Also be able to love one another as in the very beginning, and this love shall be in nature everlasting. Thus shall a radiant world descend, where there will be no distinction between human and human, nor between human and a god. At least that was the vision he described to us, but I understand it differently. The love he spoke of was simply a kind of spiritual overflow. It's just that this overflow runs dry beneath the weight of countless sorrows, and so those who have poured love begin to drain it from others. The selfless turn into hoarders, and trust is supplanted by fear and suspicion. Paimon doesn't get what you're saying at all. You're quite fond of eating, are you not, Paimon? Take the sweet Madame, for instance. You must have found it utterly delicious the very first time you tasted it. That's right, Paimon even had two whole birds in one go. Yes, but it did not quite taste as delicious the second time, did it? And by the third, and the pleasure had faded even further. Eventually, a day will come when you find yourself completely sick of it altogether. No, wait, Paimon will never get sick of eating sweet Madame. Paimon knows for a fact that, but wait, you're actually right, though. It really was the most delicious the very first time Paimon had it. Then you will find yourself craving something even more delicious. This cycle will repeat itself time and time again simply because you seek to fill the void left by the memory of that very first bite. And that void is precisely where countless desires and wicked deeds are born. But what if it worked the other way around? What if you could get the exact same feeling out of everything you eat, whenever you eat it, no matter how many times you've had it before? Wow, that sounds like some kind of dream world. This is the world of tomorrow. In this world, no matter what you do, your heart shall always brim with that feeling. That sense of being touched is your very core. And of those feelings, love would be the most apparent of all. So it's a world in which you will always experience your first. Okay, I don't know if that's good, but it's a kind of love that can never be extinguished, a love that is unchanging and everlasting. In such a world, brimming with such eternal love will become a realm free from worry and pain thereafter, but also be a world where change is no more. Yes, that is because time and change are what ravage all things. Every second that passes is a second that erodes the everlastingness of love. Wait, what do you mean by change no more? It means whatever you eat, they will all end up tasting the same. Huh? Hold on. How does that make any sense? So it's like because everything you eat makes you feel super happy, it doesn't matter what you eat anymore. Exactly. You eat pizza, you eat burgers, you eat chicken. They all gonna make you feel good inside no matter what. What about things that I don't like? Because there's some things that I don't like eating. Will they make me feel good inside? Because I don't really want to eat them. That is right. You really are quite the clever little thing, Paimon. The first step in shaping this world is to use the shadow realm. Light may soon cast its gaze toward the shadow, but that will still take some time. You shall blanket the wholeness Nastya in the shadow realm, and then the entire world, so that all love may stand unchanging in space with no beginning and no end. Thus shall we bring forth the court of bliss. Choice would lose meaning, while the difference between the chosen and unchosen would dissipate. In a world like this, I reckon even the abyss will become lovable. No way, Gargo said he wants to get his body back and go on all sorts of adventures with us. Gargo should never ever want a world like this. No matter, this'll be a place for all of you in this carefree world. For traveler, for Paimon, even for the Proto-Man, whether you are will or not. That's not a world I'm interested in either way. A true pity. I thought there's something upon which we would share a common understanding, but that matters not, for the final understanding shall eventually come. I assume this means you will now try to stop me, but I have no desire to raise my hand against you nevertheless. This then is my choice. Let's see. No, you're not going anywhere. Quickly, she's over there. We gotta catch up with her. Watch out, traveler. Holy crap, holy. I almost died. I'm trying. She jumped in quick. We've got a. Ooh. Now we're in the shadow realm. Whoa. Xenia! So look, she's like, just as the master was Pavlina's which regarded the Kosuke control flame for the valley, I've been set up here for a very long time, as even if you pursue me, the right continues. This is her domain. Holy crap. Ah, look, there she is. on, Xenia, stop running away. God dang it. Please be okay, guys. I'm not even reading the bottom lines. I'm just so focused. Oh, I don't even have bullets. And slide. Whee. Go.
Now these will come in handy.
Yeah, definitely gonna take lots of bullets. So give me all the bullets you got. Okay, we got this. So this is the final showdown. Oh yeah, we don't have the Eye of Graeae, so we're gonna. Whoa! Is this the belly saw's body? So this is what the belly saw looked like? This is the Selisa's father? Interesting. Looks sick as fuck though. Look at the wings. Homie has 4 hands, 2 big ones, 2 small ones. This is like something out of Final Fantasy or some shit. Like homie looks cool. It's done. Now all we have to do is wait a little while longer. What is that? It's huge and kind of weird too. Wait, no, that's not the point. You're being so horrible, Xenia. Just give us back goggles. It looks like the two of you are really following the Eye of Graeae. If only my former colleagues were able to see the value of this creation as well. Although the physical body has begun to transform, the consciousness is yet to take root. His Majesty. Ah, this was the original body of dissolve, but it would change into the form of a Fae whenever speaking with us or traveling alongside other Fae. Oh, so the belly saw isn't a Fae. He checks the form of Fae. Makes sense. So what is the Suitsa? Is the Suitsa even his like biological daughter? She could be created by him. Who knows? Because we don't even know the Suitsa has a mother. She has a father. Unable to maintain his avatar after that, he reverted to his original state, a magnificent, almost transcendental form. If I ever told you this before, that the faces of the Proto-Man were actually modeled after the visage of His Majesty the Bellisaw's human manifestation, just give us back goggles. Paimon has 0 interest in whatever you were babbling on about just now. Very well, here. The Eye of Graeae was always built to host the Proto-Man's consciousness, such that he would not disappear after offering his flesh and blood to His Majesty. It was originally meant to preserve him. Now, since it is no longer useful to me, I shall therefore make a gift of it to you. I trust that you'll find a good use for it. I hereby transfer its ownership to Traveler. And goggles? Restored to original state. The Eye of Graeae is no at your service. This isn't him. This says the goggles are. This is just a tool. It's nothing more than an empty shell. I'm sorry. Its consciousness should already be part of the primordial human by now. To serve as the core of the Velican of Light. Svarward. Safarad? This is something I'm unable to return to you, but don't worry. You will no longer grieve this soon, since... because the primordial human has awoken. Traveler, Paimon, and Xenia too. Goggles? Yes, it is I. I now remember everything. Much time has passed, both for you, Xenia, and for me. Fate truly is absurd. This is exactly the scenario that I strove to avoid when I was still in my prototypical form. That's just how fate is. It pushes you to the cliff's edge, like the worst of nemesis. A situation you had to avoid? Yes, and that's why I tried to persuade Kosuke, Pavlina, and Alvis to stop her before she decided to begin the final experiment. After all, the authority that the primordial human wields may as well be a deadly venom to humans of Fae who carry mixed desires within them. Eat the... Wait, so that blue algae thing, that Snatchroka and the Domovoy Grand Duke from Snovokitsagrad, they betrayed Xenia because of you? Aww. I promised them they could both stop Xenia in and gain what they wanted in this way. Each of them was driven in their own way by their ideas or perhaps ambitions that would see them transcend all life. That proved simple to use. By contrast, our dear Xenia, our lovely Xenia, the results he possessed seemed all the more unusual, did it not? And so I incited them to divide me up, to split me into pieces, and to betray Xenia. For if I were to become the primordial human, become a Transcendion, just as I am now, that would mean that the world was about to undergo an inexorable revolution. The beasts mocked me, for it believed its mission fulfilled, and I, despite fleeing my duties with all my mind, wound up here all the same. You don't want to become the primordial human. You don't wish to create a new world. Yes, because, Xenia, you left no place for yourself in the world that would be born from these trust schematics, did you? Eh? Yes, I am willing to believe in a nation of love everlasting. I believe in His Majesty the Tsar and in his wish. But those who have lost faith in love must be banished from the new world, to run with eternal love. I do not have the right to enter that world. Banishment? It is more akin to being slain, I write. Eternal love, eternal overflow, eternal joy. Those who trust not to love and joy cannot enter this realm. But it is precisely one who does not trust either who could fashion such a cruel plan. This, the love and Belisar had long realized. And that is why he is great. He chose me. This is my duty, my sole purpose for living, even if I cannot step into the new world. I wish to see its descent with my own eyes, to see it rise from cornerstone forged from my corpse. And as for you, do you still believe that an eternity of love can be attained without His Majesty's plan? Alphys, Kosuke, and Pavlina, their pursuits have melted away like snow. None can resist the erosion of time, the withering of the spirit, the swiftling of dreams. So many have given up so much in the fight to keep a joyous spirit, but none have succeeded. What choice can you make at this point? None. You know this as well, Xenia. That I could not refuse you once I had recalled all. What more now that I have become the primordial human? Wait, Goggles, are you really going to open the gate to the Court of Bliss? Might there be another choice? You have my utmost thanks, you two, for giving me a chance to give up even at this stage. But alas, I cannot let our plans come to naught, so if you wish not to see this come to pass, please stop both of us. But before that, Traveler, I would like to show Xenia something. I'd like you to answer a question of mine. You seek your sibling, and you have traveled the world to understand him, to seek the things that you miss out experiencing alongside him, to stand before him. But if the gap between you is too great, and you in the end find that he's not what you imagined, that your once beloved kin is kin no longer, that he had changed to become another person, someone you never imagined he might. What? Why would that ever happen? Traveler's brother wouldn't change. He's the Prince of the Abyss. He's the Abyss sibling. He did change. This is but a hypothetical scenario. Do not be alarmed, Paimon. What would you do, Traveler? I'd like to know your answer. If he changes, then I will learn to love him once again. No matter how many times I have to do it. Thank you, Traveler. That was wonderful. Better by far than any answer I imagined I would get. The time is coming. The courtyard shall soon activate. It is a shame. What's to be done? Whomsoever loves should share the burden of destiny with the one he loves.
Demolition time! Reload! Need a refill! I'm in over my head.
Whoa. Oh. We just summoned a train. Whoa, this is cool. Are we gonna be fine? Your train has been modified to adapt to its environment. So wait, you're not just saying goggles anymore. Did the Eye of Graeae summon that train on your behalf? Whoa, 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 whoa. That's good. See, so it's just like when I summoned a train for you.
It can't end.
God damn it!
Nice.
What was I supposed to do? Also, you can actually die. I mean, I guess this is like a world quest. It's not like a story thing. Because I know in Archon quests they have ways to prevent you from actually dying in the Archon quest. Like it's like, oh, you're dead.
Change of tactics. Charge.
No, don't fall off. Don't not fall off.
Try this.
Oh, that's just
Frag
nothing.
out.
Supply. Hey, everybody just got some energy already.
Need a
That
refill.
body of mine is pretty useful. Like light lingering in the shadows to you. What it will so return weeping. What the cells?
Light him up.
That is a cool design. This might be the coolest boss we've ever faced. So the white birch is a relic on its body, so this technically is enough. What do we have to do? Set to find out result in this if in the past to find a light that leads into the future. Whoa. Follow the path, get behind the gun, running human. Look at all these names. Kutar? Why's Kutar here? Exploding cat. Arthur, again, see you again. Like it's like the names of other players. It's pretty cool. Rabicus, Fade. The greater the love, the greater the need for punishment.
Light him up.
I wasn't even paid attention. So long, goggles. Oh no, he's trying to catch us.
Charge.
The door to the world is closed. The one behind it all trembles as though shaking loose the scaled wings of a dead moth clinging to his shoulders. With several shudders, it says this giant form. Then he appears. The will that once dwelt within the Eye of Graeae now truly possesses a body no different from that of an ordinary person, and now he bears the very appearance of the Saw in his youth. And so, only two remain in this world of shadows, the one within the egg and the one outside it, only the betrayer and the betrayed only. The one who falls in love with the first person to see upon opening eyes, and the beloved who knows neither love nor sorrow. At the end of the day, I haven't been able to do anything in time. Ah, what a shame. This is a so great endeavor I was meant to undertake. Ah, so Icar that we met is the belly saw. When he was younger. Homie looked cool. As I see it, you have done enough. You endured the passage of time for so long, even in such a place. Your ambition burned so strongly that even the branches of fate had to bend low for you, to the point where you could escape from this place. In truth, my escape from the settlement was largely thanks to Ismailar's aid. He said it was the last thing he could do for me. Yet I still failed and lost everything, and where are we falling to now? Perhaps we shall fall into the endless depths of the shadow realm, tumbling for 500 years and another 5 thereafter. But this is already the best possible ending I could face. Is that so? Ah, yes, Exenia. Here there's no His Majesty the Belly Saw, no primordial human. Here there's no court jesters Nesnaya, no Snuggerocha, no other fae. Here there's only you and me. Here, we do not even need names. Is this what you wanted? Yes, it is indeed. This is good, to be within the shadowy realm with both the spores of water cell, just the two of us at the very end. I once thought that I could never be worthy of setting foot in a world like this. You know, Traveler is right. Why should we fear love's fading, that we should insist that it stand eternally? One who dares to believe in love will not be obsessed with its disappearing, and if I believe in it, so what if I should lose it? I'll climb back up, shake the dust of death free, head off in pursuit once more, to take hold, to go forth, to love again. Why did I want to? Exenia. I once hated this world, imprisoned as it was within an egg cell, yet in the end, all I did was build it in a shell. Perhaps it is just how fate has been from the start, pushing you to the cliff's edge like the worst of nemesis. I never thought you'd be the one to say that to me. I was once driven to such fury when I learned the truth of the world, and bearing that egg didn't listen, I asked the Saw, what is the point of an egg that does not allow the life within it to emerge from the shell? Why does it exist in this universe at all? But I never received the answer I wished to have from him. So that was a thought you once had, I see. What about now, Exenia? Do you still think this way? You've done so much. Did you ever find an answer to that question? More or less, I suppose. The answer is, you already know the answer, don't you? You once considered me far too selfish, but no matter what form love takes, whether it gives or takes possession, outward expressions of love always reflect what lies within it some way. To love the world is to love yourself. But this is also a great thing, because this is how the world is, and one's desires to be saved must be strong enough to save the world entire. I'd always believed that I should love myself first and then the world, or I would fall into error, just as I have today. But you are truly magnificent, Exenia. A cheap compliment. Ah, I am hurt. That came from the bottom of my heart. Yes, everything. Pavlina, Kosuke, Alvis, you, and His Majesty the Saw. All the things you wanted. Why am I only now realizing that I too once longed for those things? Her careless collapses into the blizzard. Ooh, we finally made it out of that shadow realm. Hang on, Paimon does see goggles at Xenia, and the belly cell's bodies missing too. Where have they gone? I don't think we'll ever see them again. Do you think it's possible that goggles might actually be hiding inside that mechanism Xenia gave you? You know how it's like in those shows, they make you think that someone's vanished forever and then poof, they pop up right in front of you again. How about you let Paimon take a look? And so Paimon makes several attempts at cracking the mechanism, but the only voice that answers is cold life is one. This is how the two of you learn that while Goggles has retained some of his abilities, it really is nothing more than, well, a pair of goggles at this point. He's really fallen into that deep, deep hole. But that's his own fault for choosing to open the door to that court of bliss or whatever. But Paimon thinks he was pretty cool when he chose to help Exenia. Hell, even if one day the whole world would turn against you, Paimon will stand by you no matter what. And I'll do the same for you, Paimon. Yeah. You know, now that Benzo's body has gone missing, we're gonna be in this big trouble if someone sees us now. We gotta get out of here fast. arc that used to be, so... What is this? I'm sorry, what did I just do? Say while you're so beautiful. Even if the version of you has yet to arrive, for every future you. I placed on a cube. Was I really? I placed a cube. I could have chosen something cooler, but I chose a cube. Well, that's the end of these world quests. I actually like them, no? If I'm being honest, I can't really tell you exactly what happened. But one, the belly saw was created from the body of the cryo dragon, you know? That's pretty cool, and he's the primordial human, so Celisa's father is the primordial human. It's very interesting. Oh, also. Thank you. So, you know, her father's the primordial human. Pretty crazy to think about. What does that make her? Who knows? This place looks so cool. I want to actually wait. Oh, you can see the cool Fae. Ugh, like that should be a playable character. Like, look at her. God damn. Like, whew. What's this? Enemies of note. Must be here. No. No, where? It's not in there. Dang it. I wanted to see if I could find goggles. Ah, think about it. Where's Zephyr? There's no Zephyr in here. She's cute. No, no Zephyr. Yeah, pretty good quest. We learned more about Goggles, and Goggles is the proto-man, a prototype of the primordial human, and which is a belly saw created by the Hyperboreans. But not. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.